Ang nakakarungkot lang po, pag iba na po ang nagdi-distribute. Gusto nilang ipahalata na ang pera na yon ay galing sa kanilang bulsa. Ang masama po, pag nagkakaroon na ng distribution, nandun lahat yung kanilang list agad, lahat ng line-up nila na kandidato na una muna silang magsasalita bago yung actual distribution. Meron pa nga nangyayari dyan na yung akap na didistribute, muntik pa akong ibigay sa media. Meron pa akong isang mayor ho na nagbigay ho sa akin ng listahan. Pati ho mga teachers nabigyan din ho. Pati mga administrators nabigyan din ho.
Habang tayo ay namomroblema sa issue ng sino ang kalipikado, yung isa pa ay yung makatotohanang implementasyon sa LGU. Kaya tawagin natin si Mayor Benji Magalong na alam ko marami nang sinabi tungkol dyan eh. At nais natin marinig from the ground. Ano ba talaga ang nangyayari sa AKAP at bakit ayaw ninyo ang mga pangyayaring iyan?
Maraming salamat, Madam Chair. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to convey to you what's really happening on the ground. And I prepared a position paper. I've already provided the Secretary a copy of this position paper. And this is a reflection of the sentiments of many of the mayors, both in the cities and municipalities, Madam Chair. But let me first start with this quotation from no less than Justice Marvick Leonen. Ma'am, please give me about 6 minutes po. Tatapusin ko po kagad.
Please go ahead.
Sabi ho ni Justice Leonen, the power to spend is an executive constitutional discretion, not a legislative one. In the local government, we laud the national government's effort and appreciate its intention to provide financial assistance to low-income families and individuals. While AKAP seeks to accomplish that, it is mired with irregularities which defeat its purpose. And I'm here today to inform you of the pressing challenges and loopholes that hinder its effectiveness. First, the current AKAP practice is plagued with many irregularities. The media already documented several cities and localities with complaints from both indigents and local functionaries regarding the unpredictable procedures in receiving AKAP. In one report, beneficiaries claim to have received a reduced amount of AKAP. Meanwhile, many barangay captains, social workers raise concerns about angry beneficiaries who are forcing them to issue certificates of indigency to claim assistance. These are all born out of a lack of comprehensive public information and strong guidelines for disbursing AKAP. Currently, the barangay issues a certificate of low or no income to avail of the program. Unfortunately, barangays do not have the tools to measure if the client belongs to low or no income. Barangay officials can certify that individual is a resident of the barangay.
Yes.
We recommend that the CC Social Welfare prepare and issue the certifications to improve the process. CSWD or the MSWD is better prepared to assess the client's level of well-being. Besides, they are well-trained on the National Household Targeting System or yung tinatawag po nating listahanan. Second is the weak transparency and data sharing mechanism. I urge our lawmakers and national agencies to examine and establish transparent data sharing mechanisms for AKAP. It is highly inequitable and redundant when one beneficiary can receive multiple AKAP assistance because we are blind in data and cannot cross-check in the distribution list. And according to one government official, sabi nila sa akin, it's a violation of the National Data Privacy Act if they're going to share their data with the local government unit. Another is, ang nakakalungkot po nito, nagkakaroon na po ng maraming redundancy. Dahil po wala hong data sharing agreement, ang isang beneficiary pwede hong kumuha po ng stupad, can also benefit from another, yung tinatawag nating AX, makakakuha po siya sa AKAP. Ang nakakarating po sa amin, some of the DSWD personnel, ang sabi ko sa kanila, basta request ni congressman o lista ni congressman, no question asked, silent na lang kayo. Ganun po yung nangyayari. At ang nakakalungkot, ngayon na naging mahigpit, ang lagi nilang sinasabi, ang sabi ng mga staff, ng ating mga lawmakers, yung pera ni congressman, nandoon na sa DSWD. Bibigyan na lang ho namin kayo ng endorsement, dali nyo na lang doon. Huwag ko kayo mag-alala, mabibigyan po kayo. Basta ho galing ho kay Kong. Another is, AKAP and similar aid programs are increasingly and frustratingly politicized. Perhaps the most glaring issue is the increasing politicization of the social amelioration program. In the local governments, we are concerned with a national politician decides to have a personal appearance during aid distribution. But we have no choice but to accommodate them. Sa mga senators po, wala ko kaming gaanong problema. Dahil ang pina-emphasize po doon is, etong pera na nanggagaling po, na binibigay sa inyo to, ay galing po to sa taxes na binabayaran po. At yun po yung lagi naming ina-emphasize sa kanila. Ang nakakarungkot lang po, pag iba na po ang nagdi-distribute, gusto nilang ipahalata na ang pera na yon ay galing sa kanilang bulsa. Ang masama po, pag nagkakaroon na ng distribution, nandun lahat yung kanilang list agad, lahat ng line-up nila na kandidato, na una muna silang magsasalita bago yung actual distribution. No? Ulitin ko, bihira po kami makakita o makarinig na ang sinasabi po sa mga beneficiaries, itong pera na to galing sa taxes na binabayaran nyo. Dapat pasalamatan ninyo yung mga katabi nyo at sabihin nyo, thank you for paying your taxes. Sa mga ating mga mayors, sa ating po mga governors, karamihan po sa kanila, yan po yung sinasabi. Na dapat huwag kayong magpasalamat sa amin. Pasalamat po kayo sa mga katabi nyo dahil binabayaran nyo ng kanilang mga taxes. Given the way the ACAP operates, we cannot help but find similarities in the design of the ACAP and the Philippine Development Assistance Fund, or yung tinatawag ko natin PDAF, which the Supreme Court struck down in 2013 due to the following: discretionary fund allocation. At yung ACAP at yung pork barrel allows officials to control public funds with broad discretion, often without strict guidelines or oversight. Similar to PDAF and ACAP, ACAP enables government officials to decide on fund distribution even after the budget has been approved, violating the separation of powers. Like PDAF, where legislators inserted specific budget allocations for their pet projects, ACAP may also involve executive officials or lawmakers influencing fund distribution for political or personal gain. Hindi ko po sinasabi na congressman lang po. Sinasabi ko rin po rito, pati ho governors, pati ho mayors. Ganyan din po nangyayari. Alternate politics. Both programs encourage a system where funds are used to benefit specific constituents. Meron pa nga ho nangyayari dyan na yung ACAP na didistribute, muntik pa hong ibigay sa media. Meron pa hong isang mayor ho na nagbigay ho sa akin ng listahan. Pati ho mga teachers nabigyan din ho. Pati mga administrators nabigyan din ho. Inefficiency in public spending, instead of being allocated based on national priorities, funds under both programs risk being distributed based on political considerations. To reiterate, I'm one with the national government in providing meaningful assistance to our society's vulnerable sectors. But the work to create a more inclusive, efficient, and responsive social protection system for all Filipinos goes hand in hand with transparency, accountability, and genuine, not parochial concern for Filipinos. Let us improve and do better because of our Filipino citizens deserves as much. Maraming salamat po, Madam President, Madam Chair.
Yes, maraming salamat. At maraming sinabi si Mayor Magalong, siguro kinakailangan tanungin natin, may komento ba ang ating grupo dito, lalo na yung mga abogado, andito si Justice Carpio. Talaga bang may violation ito sa ating konstitusyon na sinasabi dahil yun nga, doon sa DAP ruling ng 2013, talagang nagkahalo-halo na yata yung executive at legislative na tanging pinagbabawal ng saligang batas. Justice Carpio, paliwanag ninyo sa amin, paano ba nag-ooperate yung hiwalayan ng iba't ibang sangay ng pamahalaan?
Madam Chair, dun sa PDAF, the Supreme Court struck down the provision which in the GAA, where the member of Congress, the district representative, will recommend a project. Sabi ng Supreme Court, Congress can only appropriate but cannot even recommend what project, because execution of the budget is already with the executive branch. So that's why dito sa ACAP, inaamin nila na they accept, the SWDs admitting that they accept recommendations from members of Congress. Well, I'm willing to concede that anybody can recommend, no? Everybody. But if lumalabas na lahat pala na approve are recommended, the recommendation came from the House, there's something wrong there already. So that's why if we can have published by DSWD the names, the amount, and those who recommended, para it is full transparency, no, so that you will not be blamed also, and you will not be pressured by the members of Congress, because you will say ilalabas namin ito, hindi pwede na kayo lang pagbigyan namin. We have to spread out the beneficiaries, no.
Pero Justice, inamin po ni Yusik Sulit, hindi po ba dapat bawal ang mga politiko mag-recommend tulad ng sinabi ni Mayor Benji?
Well,
Pagkat po, hiwalay nga yung executive
Yes,
at
yeah.
legislative. Pwedeng tumanggap ng listahan ng iba't ibang tao, ng iba't ibang departamento, pero palagay ko ang politiko hindi dapat
Yeah.
magbibigay ng listahan, di po ba? Kasi ang liwaliwanag ng ating constitution
nakalagay yung decision sa PDAF, ang sabi ng Supreme Court, you cannot put it in the law that the congressman will recommend. But as part of the general public, anybody should be able to recommend. That's my position. But they cannot put that there because pag sila ilagay mo dyan, talagang mauubos sa kanila na lang. No? So, if anybody can, if an ordinary person can recommend, anybody can recommend. But nagkakaroon ng telltale paper trail kung lahat na lahat na na-approve na beneficiaries recommended by congressman. Yun, iba na yon. Even if it's not in the law, but in practice, yun ang ginagawa nila. So I think that's a violation also. So that's why I'm recommending, Madam Chair, that i-publish na lang nila yung list of beneficiaries, the amount, and sino yung nag-recommend.
Pati yung amount ang sinasabi ninyo.
Yes, kasi sa India, turns out that the beneficiary received less than the amount stated. Ang dami nag-complain.
Ganon din dito, maraming nga nagsasabi.
Kaya nga,
Nabukulan daw sila. Naku po, ano ba yan? Nagpalakasan na, nakawan pa. Tama ba yun?
So that's why to protect also our friends in the SWD so they will not be charged, you should agree to full transparency.
That's the recommendation by congressmen and other politicians of names. Does that not constitute post-enactment control, which is prohibited? Din eh.
Yes, but this one is, and the general public makes a recommendation at saka it's not in the law.
It's not in the law at saka
anybody can really recommend kasi but they are not obliged. And if they don't follow the recommendation of the congressman, only let's say 20-25%, I think that's fair enough na you are taking into account the recommendations of everybody. Pero pag majority are recommendees of congressmen, may problema tayo.
Si Mayor Benji, maraming masasabi kasi nakikita namin yung pagbibigay ng tulong, ma-attend naman na yung mga opisyal, tama naman yun, pero hindi tayo nakikialam doon sa listahan kasi talagang binibigay yun na nakakaalam yung ating DSWD, yung DOLE. Baka may maidagdag, baka may kwento pa si Mayor Benji dyan.
Tama po kayo, Madam Chair. Ang listahan ho dapat, nag-emanate po ta City Social Welfare dahil sila po nakakaalam talaga eh. Ngayon, nagtataka ho ako doon sa reason na it is a violation of the National Privacy Act. Only to find out. Alam niyo ma'am, kami, we are all entitled to all these documents and all this information because we know for a fact that only to find out, ang totoo palang rason dyan is mabibisto lang ho kung sino ang mga pinagbibigyan. Ganun lang ho yun eh. Mabibisto lang talaga kung sino mga pinagbibigyan. Kaya tama ho, I'm completely aligned with the proposal of Justice Garfield.
Bakit tinatago kung sinong tinulungan? Yun ang tanong, di ba? Dapat baliktad eh. Buti nga, nakatanggap eh. Tingnan mo, tinutulungan.
Ma'am, kasi ma'am...
Kung tamang ginagawa, ipagmamalaki mo pa.
Yes, ma'am. Tama ho kayo, ma'am. Pero mas importante sa akin ay supporter ko yung bibigyan ko. Ganun mga pananaw ng mga...
Opposite.
Yes, ma'am.
Paano ba yun? So, sa implementation, yung actual, DSWD, alam namin na kayo napapag-utusan kung minsan. Paano ba yun? Ano ang magagawa nung CSWD, MSWD, siya ay empleyada diyan sa mayor, sa gobernador, sa congressman at kung sino man. Ano naman ang gagawin ng hamak na DSWD?
Thank you po for kay Mayor Magalong. Kanina nalimutan ko o hindi ko nasabi na may role din yung local social worker o LSWD o either in the city or provincial or the municipal level. Kasi sila rin yung isa sa mga accepted documentary requirements is the certification from the social worker na qualified ka. So there you can exercise that role. So sa amin kasi on the part of policy and planning, tinitinan namin paano magkakaroon ng magandang guidelines. Of course, there will be kinks in the implementation. Kaya nga po yun ng these interagency guidelines, yun sana yung hope na ma-address yung ganong kind of implementation issues. Pero sa guidelines po, may role po yung city municipal social worker in the vetting of the qualified individual.
Nakalista yan, pero ano ang realidad? Ano naman gagawin nun? Kung na-pressure ng kung sino-sinong malalakas at makapangyarihan.
Chair, ulitin ko lang yung lahat, kahit po kanino manggaling yung listahan, walk-in, in the end po, ang nagdi-determine kung sino yung qualified, DSWD po. So hindi po porket ito ni-refer ka ni X,
yung
ni Y.
sulit, ang dami-daming nagre-reklamong MSWD sa amin na talagang nahihirapan sila, naiipit sila.
Yeah. Ma'am, mayroon pong bago rin na provision dito. May hotline, katulad ng sinasabi na may tarpaulin po kaming nilalagay. Ang ayudang natanggap ninyo ay para sa inyo lamang, walang kaltas, something like that. So lahat ng payout namin.
Yung pagpipili ng beneficiary at yung halaga na ibibigay, ano naman ang laban ng MSWD?
Ma'am, we always believe na yung part po ng profession ng social worker is to assess. So, basta yung assessment ni social worker, it's an exercise of his or her professional opinion.
Paano sasabihin, tatanggalin kita sa trabaho?
It can be sa grievance mechanism po na nilagay namin.
Ganyan, pag hindi sumusunod, biglang tinatanggal.
Sa guidelines lang po, ma'am, insofar as
Yun nga, pero yung
efficient.
realidad, syempre may batas, tinitignan natin ang batas, tinitignan natin ang guidelines at IRR. Titignan rin natin yung realidad, yung nangyayari. Paano natin ipagtatanggol yung mga MSWD?
Ma'am, we welcome po yung ganyang kinds of grievance or complaint para we can address.
Kahit marami ng reklamo tungkol dyan, nagmumula hindi lamang sa MSWD, marami ng reklamo mula sa mayor, barangay kapitan, congressman, senador, dami-dami ng reklamo. Kung may grievance mechanism kayo, meron na bang naisaayos? May nasagot kayo sa dinami-dami ng reklamo?
We can
At
submit,
yung grievance mechanism ninyo?
We can submit, ma'am, the grievance mechanism dati-rate is through our integrated grievance redress mechanism system or through our PACT.
Sa AKAP, sa dinami-dami ng reklamo, nabunyag sa media, na sabi dito sa Senado mismo, meron na ba kayong natugunan?
Ma'am, I have no personal knowledge kung
Wala pa, nagtanong ako eh.
As of last time kasi, ma'am, ang tinanong namin, mayroon bang grievance na natanggap sa AKAP? Ang initial answer sa amin is wala, sa AX meron. So that's why we welcome those kinds of grievances so that we can improve our performance.
Ang laging reklamo sa AKAP kung sino-sinong nabibigyan. Aminin natin. So, alam mo, maganda naman na sabihin natin perfecto yung isang batas. Kapag yung implementasyon walang kwenta, talagang nahihirapan rin tayo, hindi rin tama. May papel ba ang LGU sa ating paglilista at pag-i-implement?
Ma'am, gaya po na nasabi kanina, since anyone can refer, if it comes from an LGU, then that's their participation. The vetting is on the DSWD.
Because narinig ko rin na ang DSWD nagsasabi na pinapakialaman daw ng mga barangay kapitan, pero sabi naman ng kapitan, tinatanong daw ng MS at ng CSWD kasi wala silang kaalaman. Di naman sila makakaikot ng lahat ng barangay. Halimbawa sa Baguio, kalayo-layo ng ibang barangay sa ating Cordillera. Abay, hindi mo mapupuntahan ng bawat isa. Sa syudad siguro, pero dun sa mga bulubundukin, mahihirapan ng isang MSWD, ilan lang naman sila sa opisina.